Hey folks, just a quick update on or some tips on working with the coming soon page. Now, typically the coming soon page really it could have been called under construction or whatnot, but this is sort of a new thing coming in, not a new fad, but it seems to be popular where you have a landing page. So if your site's not ready, but you say you've started marketing, giving out business cards, you're advertising already, and your site's not ready to go online, so you want to have something there to greet your visitors when they do come to your site and not get a big blank web page or a construction hat. You can use this coming soon page. A couple of things we'll have to do to get it ready for your website, but it has this little counter right here. So you can set the counter to display how many days, hours, minutes, seconds it's going to be until your site launches. There's also a little contact form here if you want to gather information from anybody who does come to your site. Now the form itself, there's another video on working with forms. You can look at that in the resources section. But for now, let's focus on the preparation of the page and then updating the counter. So in a nutshell, with this page here, basically what you'd want to do is you'd want to rename this from coming soon to default.htm. Now the reason for that is when you're going to publish this page up to your server. So here's the steps I would take. I would actually just make a copy of the coming soon page. I'd rename it to default.htm, just like so, and then I move it to the root folder, like in here, and update. Okay. Now the reason we didn't call this page default to start with is because it doesn't make sense. You're not going to know that it's a coming soon page if it's called default. That's why. So when you see coming soon, you're like, oh, I have a coming soon page. Cool, I can use that. But in order to use it, you actually have to name it default, because when you publish it up to the server, pages named index or pages named default will be the page that automatically loads when they go to your URL or your website address without going to a specific page in your website, right? So that's that. Now, when you are ready to publish, you would need to publish this page, the site folder, and the library folder. That's all you need to publish up to your server if you're going to do a bit of a pre-launch. Like, hey, I'm not going to, right? I just want to have a page up there, right? And something for people to land on. You don't have to publish the entire site. You just have to publish those two folders and that one page. Now, you can take it a step further. You can publish other pages if you have other pages ready to roll. But that's totally up to you. Now, with that being said, there's a countdown thing here. And this is a bit of a weird one because it requires math and it works backwards. It's backwards math. So it gets really like, what the heck, right? And this is one of the things, though, although we have the countdown timer placeholder, we don't actually open the library file because we've actually got all the code here in our JavaScript theme init file. So we're going to open that up, and you can do a search, or you can just scroll through and look for the coming soon. There it is right there, the countdown timer right here. That's the one I should say, not coming soon, but countdown. Now I have some information in the web page, in the tutorials page there, that describes how this thing works, because you start off with what year you want to end with. So we're in the calendar year of 2015 in this example, so we'll punch that in, right? Then you punch in, you have to have the last month of the year. I know, and 12 is obvious, but because it's a math thing, we have to actually tell it 12. And then you have to subtract the number of months. So in this example, this would be October. Why? Because we have December, and we have to subtract December, November, and October in order to get to the launch date of October 25th. So basically, this little splop of math right here is basically the last month of the year, and then you subtract the number of months to get to your launch month. So if it was going to be June, you'd actually have to subtract like 7. So it'd be 12 minus 7, and that would get you to June. And you're thinking, hey, that doesn't work. Just to make things easier to follow, I've created a little chart for you. So you would do your year. If you want it to be September, it'd be 2015, comma, 12 minus 4, comma, and then the date you want it to launch on. Okay. So with that being said, it's probably better just to read the information and update the date by copying and pasting and then adjusting the number.